need a light year just to catch my buzz. These right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Ford Field. Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that'll get them the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And again, it's Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 6.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. They'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
First down, Packers.
Rodgers to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Rodgers. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone set. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers.
Number 17.
Davante Adams. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. And right away, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And it's taken in at the 9. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a...
wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 45 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
The line of scrimmage.
Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Yards to go.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And some space here.
Take off your helmet and get this
Aaron Jones, 76 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Packers 21, Lions nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 37-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. It's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
For DeAndre Swift. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
3rd quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And at the 42-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Not much there, only a yard. And we're at the 41, second and 9.
At the 41-yard line.
And his pass incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this time will be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Inside the 30. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Second and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's Packer football here as Packers, they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. The Packers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Gain on the play.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early and learned from them and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams. And it's 2nd down.
5-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why you go.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up, and the Packers pick it up. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense. We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his pass is intercepted. It's picked off by Jair Alexander, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Crosby. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Packers 28, Lions 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there, the first down. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were. Able to exploit.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now Jones. And the Packers are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. And they take a knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Green Bay, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8.